vicio. Baby, si me das permiso, quisiera ver.
Yep.
Good shot.
I like that.
I see.
She's on fire.
Stay left, Danny.
K Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA.
Welcome, everybody, to another presentation of the NBA live on 2K Sports. I'm Kevin Harlan alongside Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony. From the sideline, our Hall of Famer, David Aldridge. It's the Chicago Bulls facing the New Orleans Pelicans. Tip-off goes to New Orleans. Now let's take a look at the Bulls' opening lineup. We've got Charles Oakley. T is out there with Gervin. Then it's Jordan. And it's Paxson in at the 1 spot. Here's Mashburn. That shot is off.
And the activity he shows around the rim is why he is such a respected defender.
And you know what? He's not going to give up an easy finish at the rim. I mean, that's just against his constitution.
Jordan can't get it to go. And so it's Paul with it, bringing it up for New Orleans. Good for the basket, starting off 1 for 1 with that shot.
Paul, so good at finding ways to score down low despite his lack of overwhelming size. He's got great confidence when he catches it there.
It's stolen by West. Right side Holiday. The feed now to Davis. That one's not going to go. Oakley with some nice D. Here's Carroll, and he dunks it down.
Yeah, and Jordan sees the floor so nicely. I mean, one of his guys has a clean look. He gets the ball to him in whip-like fashion.
Now here's Paul. Pass to Davis. And we're about a minute and a half into the first quarter. West misses.
That's exactly how you have to defend him. He's a guy that the D needs to be aware of at all times.
Pass to Carroll over West. It's rebounded by New Orleans. Holiday looking over the floor. Here's Davis. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. It's going to go on Charles Oakley.
Nice pump fake by AD. So good at drawing fouls.
It's his first trip to the line.
Shoot 2.
The first one falls.
When you talk about two-way impact on the game, AD might be the top guy in the league. I mean, when he's healthy, he's a menace on defense with that length and timing. And offensively, he can carry a team.
And both free throws good for Davis. Just about 2 minutes into the game, first quarter of basketball. And he's going up for the alley-oop. An emphatic alley-oop jam.
And the pass there floated it up to the precise spot it needed to be.
And no messing around on the finish. He powers it through.
And that's an alley-oop that'll be loop-to-loop all day long on the highlight reel.
And it's good for 2.
Scrappy play from West on that backboard, making sure he gets the ball for that second chance look.
Paxson passes to Gervin. Jordan against Holiday. Fade away. Up again. Great positioning on the putback. And that's now 6 points for T. And so it's Paul bringing it up for the New Orleans Pelicans. New Orleans moving it around. It's blocked. Davis against Gervin. Passes it to Paxson. Jordan up top. Gervin finds Jordan. Clock at 4. For 3, Paxson. Here's Carroll. No luck that time on the shot that would have put them on top. Holiday against Carroll. And no good, his first shot of the night, missing.
And not allowing the shooter even an inch of breathing room on that one.
And guys, that's exactly the kind of high-impact defense they want to see out of him.
And stolen by Oakley.
And after defending on the shot, he doesn't give up on the play. Follow that straight to the glass for the rebound.
Here's Mashburn. Knocks down the 3 ball.
And you have to be cognizant of Mashburn's long-range shooting ability. This guy is really accurate from out there.
Now here's Jordan. Hasn't made one yet. Over Holiday. And again, Chicago. No good. Pelicans leading by 3. Floats it up for Davis. It's hauled in by Oakley.
Yeah, and that was lining up to be a huge alley-oop, but they just couldn't quite connect.
And you know, guys, always a tough catch on the lob. Placement and timing have to be close to perfect. Boy, just cannot buy a bucket, guys. And tell you what, that's a painful quarter for him, and it's painful for me to watch, too.
To the left side wing. Mashburn. The 3-pointer, no good.
Rare you'll see him miss such an open look. As if Jordan weren't challenging enough to guard. The little up fake there, putting the defender at his mercy.
Bulls shooting their first free throw.
Shooting
First trip to the line in this one.
Michael Jordan, 2 shots.
First free throw is good.
You know, the separator with Jordan from other guys is his drive. That's obvious in my mind. He wants to win more than most anybody else out there on the floor.
So after making the first, he goes 1 for 2.
You know, he just has not been himself this period. Just too inconsistent up and down at the offensive end.
Paul passes to Davis. Knocked loose and stolen by Jordan. He lobs up the alley-oop pass. Oh, and they get in the way of the alley-oop. Not to be. Good play defensively. Here's Holiday. And a great assist by Paul as that one goes in.
You know, Drew Holiday has so many great attributes, but I think maybe perhaps the best one is his mindset. He's even-keeled, he competes at a high level, and he never backs away from a challenge.
Count that one.
And that's a great play on the backboard for him. I mean, it's what we expect. All his second chance points do not come by accident.
Now here's Paul. Misses the 3.
And they had some botched coverage that turned into no coverage.
And Davis sends it back.
That infinite wingspan of Davis is on full display there.
That's a 2 from Paul. Gervin pulls it in. Chicago trailing here. Paxson outside. Left side, Gervin. 6 on the shot clock. Back to Paxson. And 3 from Jordan. They grab their own miss. The score now all even.
He is absolutely a wrecking ball on the offensive board. Charles Oakley crashing with a lot of force.
The pass to Davis. Jordan against Holiday. Trying to find Davis. He's got it now. Takes the alley-oop pass and dunks it down.
There's no stopping that. AD is too long and strong to bother that alley-oop.
And the first time out of the game called for Chicago.
And they just can't seem to get going offensively.
And I think this timeout, guys, is where you draw up some plays that are guaranteed to create some high percentage shots.
Both teams changing it up here. Now here's Bouknight. Pass to Holton. Over Paul. And another miss by Chicago.
And right from the start, Kevin, they've been pounding the glass. Most of those 50-50 balls also going their way.
Well, I don't think there's any question about it. They came focused and ready to play. I mean, they're doing everything they can to put things in their favor. You earn that, and they're actually earning it well right now.
Here's Cousins. The Bulls getting the bucket. And Chris Paul the bucket on the assist by Cousins.
And they've had assists now on their last 3 baskets.
Now here's Bouknight. He's guarded by Davis. From 10 feet out, Bouknight, no good. And it's Davis with the ball for the New Orleans Pelicans. Pass to Ingram. Count it. And now a 4-point New Orleans lead.
Yeah, the chemistry has been terrific. Really impressed with their offensive execution.
You know, the defense has really been kept off balance because of the outstanding passes. 4 straight field goals have been made off an assist.
Now here's Carroll. 8 points for him. Davis with some nice D.
And he did everything he could to make that shot as difficult as possible.
And you know what, guys? That will pump him up because he takes a ton of pride in what he does on defense.
First trip to the line for him here.
At the line for New Orleans, Baron Davis.
Shooting 2.
And the first one at the line is good.
A powerful point guard. Baron Davis, 6'3", over 200 pounds. He can just bully smaller guards. But Baron also way too quick for larger guards.
He doesn't get the second one. Bulls trail by 5. They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill.
14 feet away. Holton, no good.
Very dangerous to leave a guy like that open. Lucky break there for the D.
Davis surveying the floor. Passes it to Davis. Shoots over Bouknight. And Davis puts it in. Davis has got his second basket of the night.
And creating a little separation here, gaining some confidence.
Yeah, you get the sense that they're going to start stretching this lead out a little bit.
And Carroll gets it to go.
And he's clearly led the way offensively. The question is, can they ride him and get back into it?
Paul outside. Outside, Davis. Shoots over Bouknight, and then Cousins with the dunk.
Nice distributing from Davis there. Excellent job reading the defense and finding the open teammate.
Here's Holton, defended by Paul. And Carroll now atop the key. And there's the pass to Holton. 5 to shoot. Kept alive. And he makes no mistake on the slam dunk.
And that's a huge play. I mean, they need more like it because second chance points are going to be key in this game.
Probably so. That's usually a crucial element to any comeback.
Yeah, and if you look at it, had they been converting those second chances all along instead of waiting until now, who knows?
Great tee that time from Green.
And you can see the defenders afraid to kind of get in his way a lot of times when he's on his way to the basket. But on that one, they were there.
Over in the corner, Paul. Outside, Davis. To the middle, here's Cousins. Pelicans keep it alive. And Davis gets it to go. And a closer look here at the hustle stats for New Orleans.
They're contesting shots and have also come up with some significant blocks, putting a little doubt into the minds of the opposing shooters.
Another big component of their game early on has been their execution on the fast break. They're getting a bunch of easy baskets, pushing it in transition.
Now here's Davis. He kicks it to Paul. Left side, Davis. Shoots over Carroll. And finished off by Davis.
What determination on the boards. His work ethic really standing out right there. Well done by Davis.
Here's Holton. Outside Banks. Pass to Bouknight. Lays it up and in on the nice reverse.
Oh, how pretty was that? Use the rim to protect the ball perfectly.
Paul outside. It's Ingram on the wing. Over Banks. And it's good, but hold on. The officials may want to look at that one on the replay monitor. And indeed, they're going to look at it again. They need to be certain he beat the buzzer.
And the NBA Replay Center in Secaucus is queuing it up. And even before we look at the replay, I'm pretty sure he got that off in time.
Yeah, that's how it looked to me, and that's the call we should see here. But no harm in going back to the footage and making absolutely certain.
And the call is going to be overturned. The second look shows that he did, in fact, beat the clock.
Yeah, they're glad they're going to get those points. It wasn't too long ago that they wouldn't even have looked at it on the monitor, but replay's here, and it's here to stay for situations just like that one.
And we reached the end of the first quarter. New Orleans on top. They're up by 9. And the second quarter will get underway just after this short break. And welcome back to the second quarter of action. Plenty of basketball left to play, but this one has been one-sided so far. And looking at what we've seen from the Pelicans, what do you guys think?
What we saw in that first quarter, they won their matchups defensively.
Yeah, I agree. I mean, you look at the energy, the effort defensively. They put it all out there in that opening quarter.
Bulls trail by 9 on the court right now. Second quarter for the Bulls. We've got Gervin. Green is out there with T. Then there's Paxson. And it's Jordan in at the shooting guard. Here's Carroll. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
No question, he got bumped on that shot.
Yeah, the officials didn't need to talk that one over. It was obvious.
The Bulls have gone 1 for 2 on the night so far from the line. And that one falls for Carroll. Carroll hits them both.
Already a very confident player. Knocking down those free throws only fuels that.
New Orleans leading by 7. Davis down low, guarded by Paxson, and he'll shoot free throws here. Clearly fouled on that shot that time, the whistle blowing. And Chicago called for the foul.
And you can see the respect that the defense has for Davis's jumper. They just got a little too aggressive on that contest.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
First one falls for him. And both free throws good for Davis. Paxson with the ball. Carroll up top over Randall. That one's good. The New Orleans lead is cut down now to just 7 on the bucket from Carroll.
Boy, outstanding ball movement from Paxson there, showing a willingness to involve his teammates.
Pass to Holiday. Back to Randall. Just 5 to shoot. Davis, that's for 2. Shot is good off the back rim and in. Davis has got the lead back up to 9 now for New Orleans. Just over 1 minute has passed here in the second quarter. Here's Paxson. The dish to Green. Gervin passes to Paxson. Jordan up top, guarded by Holiday. Paxson. Carroll tips it back in. Carroll's got 18 points.
Oh, and a nice job of turning that miss into 2 points on the tip in.
Hustle points, I believe they call them. Hustle points right there.
And great instincts, too, guys, anticipating where the miss was going.
Holiday gets the bucket.
Drew is very good in all areas, but he's also got a few tricks up his sleeve. That was a crafty shot by Holiday that time.
The shot by Carroll, no good.
Yeah, and that was lining up to be a huge alley-oop, but they just couldn't quite connect.
And, you know, guys, always a tough catch on the lob. Placement and timing have to be close to perfect.
Here is Paxson. Following the basket by Julius Randle. Outside Gervin. Back to Paxson. Knocked away. It's stolen by Davis. Carroll with the rebound.
It does not get much easier than that, but somehow he came up empty there.
Jordan outside. Right side Green. Good ball movement here by the Bulls.
The finish was nice, but the setup was better.
Yeah, G8, the pick working to full effect before the stuff.
And, you know, not enough help from the defense there to compensate. He gets a clean look, and that's exactly how you draw it up.
And it's blocked. And that goes out of bounds. Last touch by Carroll. And the Pelicans making a change here. West is checked in. Charles Oakley, he's checked in for Chicago. And so it's New Orleans with it. Here's Mashburn. And no good that time. Oakley with some nice D. And let's head over to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Thanks very much, Kevin. Now the NBA is finally testing out in-game penalties for flopping. It's one free throw for the opposing team. Now, when you ask people around the league, everybody was ready for this. And the goal is to trick the officials instead of getting the right call. You need to nip that in the bud. Kevin?
Yep, no argument here, DA. Thank you. Chicago calls timeout.
Trying to find some answers offensively.
Yeah, and that's going to be the focus of this timeout. They need to come up with a spark to get the offense going.
The T-shirt.
And almost 4 minutes gone here in the second quarter of play. Paxson passes to Oakley. Chandler with the block.
Chandler has exceptional defensive instincts, and in addition to the physical attributes, he blocks and alters a ton of shots.
Now here is Davis. Chandler trying to free himself up. And here we go. Fast break. Jordan's got it. Over Holiday. Offensive rebound. Here's Green. And at last they get one to fall.
I mean, the number of points they've scored in the paint already here is eye-opening.
Jordan against Holiday. And Davis wide open. He shoots. Cans it from downtown. Davis has got the lead up to 12 now for New Orleans. Jordan outside. It's rebounded by West. West has got his fourth rebound with that last one here tonight. To the paint.
There you see how tough Holiday is. He simply pressed and forced the issue there and got the defense to overcommit.
For New Orleans, they have hit most of their free throws tonight, 5 of 6.
For your Pelicans, Jrue Holiday.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
First free throw is good.
Holiday really is a soft-spoken guy on and off the court. Leads by example, is extremely reliable and talented, and his teammates have great respect for him because of it.
Good on both.
And they have yet to miss a shot from the line here this quarter.
Yeah, you have to make teams pay for fouling you. That's why they call them free. And they've done exactly that, made them pay.
Now here's Paxson. Outside Gervin. Jordan's to Gervin. Good ball movement here by the Bulls. 4 on the shot clock. Over Mashburn. Shot by Gervin, no good.
Fantastic positioning there to contest that one.
Yeah, I agree with you. I mean, he challenged the shot, and you can see the effects on the release of that shot. I mean, it turned a simple jumper into a tough one. Well, I tell you, that was double duty right there. He influenced the shot and then got back and cleaned the glass.
Here's Jordan. The putback. Pelicans with the rebound.
And he's really trying to get them back into it, but the results just have not been there.
Passes it to Holiday. Davis against Paxson. And Davis with the basket on the assist by Holiday. Holiday's got 6 assists in the game. Chicago calls timeout.
They're trying to stem the tide here.
Yeah, you know, they had to do something, anything to stop this run. You can't just let it go on any longer.
And the Bulls making a change here. Bulls trail by 16. Driving in. Here's Holton. And again, no good by Chicago. New Orleans with the ball. To the inside. And that's out of bounds. New Orleans will retain possession. And a chance now to look at the schedule for Chicago. On Wednesday, they'll go up against the Spurs in San Antonio. And then on Friday.
You know, it might sound cliche, but a road trip like this one is a great time for this team to build chemistry on and off the court. Chemistry absolutely matters in the NBA, and these are the kinds of opportunities teams need to build it.
Here's Mashburn.
And he's trying to shoot his way out of it. You know, they have the lead, but honestly, I think it might help if he be a little bit more selective.
Michael Jordan using that strength of his to get into the defense to draw the foul on the way up.
The Bulls shooting their 5th and 6th free throws of the game.
Michael Jordan taking 2 shots.
Free throw good, Jordan. New Orleans making a switch here. So 1 for 2 that time at the stripe.
And working, Kevin, themselves to the line here in the second. A nice way to get your offense going.
And maybe cause some foul trouble along the way as well. And we know what that can do. It pays off typically in good fashion for you.
Now Banks. Davis missing from long range. It's stolen by West. And in transition, it's Ingram. Here we go. And out of bounds as the Bulls gain possession.
Well, I think that pass caught him off guard, but he showed us board hands, too.
Bouknight, he's checked in for Michael Jordan. Bulls trail by 15. Here's Holton. Over to the wing. Banks inside. He's covered by Ingram. Clock at 6. Back to Banks. The lead pass was put in just the right spot. Banks has got his first points of the night.
It really does make the game easy for your teammates when you can lead them to the rim that well with the pass.
There's the pass to Davis. Bouknight with the rebound. So it's Chicago now, trailing by 13. And blocked. That one goes careening off the glass.
And all about timing for West on the block. He anticipates the shot and acts at just the right moment.
Paul passes to Cousins. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass. And the Pelicans lead by 13.
When you allow good scorers to get uncontested shots at the rim, no wonder you're losing.
You know, he should be getting extra attention from the defense, not less.
Now here's Bouknight. Pass to Holton. Bulls moving the ball around.
Chicago foul. Sidney Green.
Anthony Davis, he's checked in for West.
Team foul. Coming onto the floor for your Pelicans, Anthony Davis.
And so it's Ingram who brings up the ball for the New Orleans Pelicans. Pass to Davis. Here's Paul. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Pelicans will retain possession.
Pelican ball.
Puts it up off the inbound.
This shot's just, it's not there right now. With his team leading, perhaps, let's focus on some other areas of the game.
Bouknight, no good.
You know what? His finishing ability, not really at the level that you would expect from a pro, but he's going to have to start playing with more force.
And Davis puts it in.
The strength of Davis showing up there in a big way.
And he drives in. Here's Holton. Rebound by DeMarcus Cousins.
And that is a textbook example of how to defend your rim.
And you know, guys, I love his fight and grit on the interior. I mean, he never lets a shot go uncontested.
They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket.
Holton passes to Banks, and he lays it straight in. Banks has got his second bucket of the game to go.
Now, how about how he sets his man up there, runs him right into the screen, and then gets the basket.
Here's Paul. Rebound by the Bulls. Green's got 8 rebounds in this game. Bulls trail by 15. 1:51 left to play here in the second quarter. Here's Holton. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. Chris Paul picks up that one.
All the officials are all over that one.
Clearly a foul. I mean, didn't give him any choice but to blow the whistle. I mean,
2 shots.
you got to play without fouling.
The Bulls have made 4 free throws from the line and missed 2. He's off on the first. The Bulls making a switch here. Carroll's checked in. And the second free throw, good. Pelicans leading by 14. Paul passes to Cousins. Back to Paul. Kicks to Davis. Fires top of the key. A putback. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points. And the Pelicans lead by 16.
Well, you got to put a body on Davis when he goes up in the air, because if you don't, it's too late. You'll be Instagrammed.
Now here's Bouknight. He's guarded by Davis. Pass to Holton. Up top, Banks. Just 2 to shoot. And the Bulls with another miss. Bouknight's gone just 1 of 5 from the field. Paul looking around. Looking to get it going. And he sinks the layup. Paul's got 6 points.
They're consistently finding ways to get the ball inside and taking full advantage.
Pretty clear. It's smash mouth basketball. Pound that thing inside.
Now here's Bouknight. Feeds it to Banks. Right wing. Here's Holton. Defended by Paul. Carroll. Marvelous lead pass, and he throws it down.
And for a power forward, he can sure get up. I mean, because of that leaping ability, it kind of offsets his height disadvantage.
And Paul gets it to go in.
You really got to admire how Paul gets these hard shots to fall. He's got great concentration and creativity in traffic.
Here's Holton inside. Banks.
Or the long limbs of Ingram come into play on defense, bothering shooters with his length and his hustle.
And so it's New Orleans with an 18-point lead as the quarter comes to a close. A look at the field goal percentage numbers tells the story of what tough defense they're playing today. We'll get right back to the action when we return.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, welcome back. It is Bedlam here. The hometown crowd loving that first half. I'm Ernie Johnson along with Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny the Jet Smith. It was a big-time first quarter from Anthony Davis. He had 14 points, 8 rebounds, and 1 block. Kenny, your thoughts, how the Pelicans are playing?
Well, when you pass the ball the way they have, Ernie, I mean, this is the kind of scoring line you expect. The guys are in total sync, and the difference is the ball movement. I mean, they're moving the ball around, and it's striking.
And Shaq, what'd you think about Chicago?
They've been struggling to get shots in general, but down low, they've been paper soft. Hate to say it. Giving up way too many easy looks. If they can't protect the rim more effectively in the second half, it's going to be a long ride home.
And that's going to do it for our halftime show, sadly. Third quarter about to start. See you again after the final.
Horn. Oh, buzzer.
Well, we've got a second half of basketball for you. We think it's going to be pretty good. A big comeback, though, is needed for this game to be competitive, and it probably has to happen quickly. Really an incredible game from T.
Yeah, pretty much all throughout that first half, and he was taking care of his business on the low blocks and getting more than his fair share of dunks.
Guys, he's been in beast mode down low, asserting his will. The defense has been helpless, unable to slow him down.
And after a very lopsided first half, we'll see if things play out a little more evenly here in the second. Holiday out there with Chris Paul. Then it's Anthony Davis, and it's West, and it's Mashburn in at the 3. The small forward. That's the Pelicans 5. A shot by Jordan, no good.
And there have been some terrible shot choices here, Kev. That's not a good look at all.
West trying to free himself up. Mashburn, no good. Bulls trail by 18. Curvin right side. Good ball movement here by the Bulls. Back to Jordan. Chicago needs to get off a shot here. Shot by Gervin, no good. And so it's Davis. He'll bring the ball up for the New Orleans Pelicans. 18 points separating the teams. That's the biggest lead of the game. Paul's gotten 4 shots to go in 12 attempts. Jordan, that's in, coming off the assist from Gervin. Jordan's got the first points to start out the third quarter for the Bulls. Paul against Paxson. Paul outside. Tips it up. Carroll with the rebound.
Boy, they need to pick it up here now. I mean, they're 0 of 4 coming out of the break.
And Jordan gets it to go.
Jordan doing a nice job leaking out slyly. Excellent in transition.
Ball against Paxson. Paul's shot is off.
Ouch. 5 shots without a make. That's a really ragged start coming out of halftime. Really a good job to take it right at him.
Yeah, really left him no choice there. He had to foul and keep him from converting the easy bucket.
The Bulls have gone 5 of 8 from the charity stripe here tonight.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
And that one falls for Carroll. Carroll hits them both. And here's Holiday. He's got 6. And we're just around 2 minutes into the final half of play now. Bulls trail by 12. Here's Jordan. And he gets the bucket. Jordan's got 8 points.
The adjustments they've made offensively, they're putting guys in a position now to succeed.
It's certainly been an impressive run. They finally found the right formula to break down the defense.
Here's Davis, and it's slammed in by Davis.
This is why you integrate Davis into these sets, because he's terrific at finishing them off.
Jordan's to Gervin. All against Paxson. Back to Gervin. He feeds it to Jordan. Good, and the assist goes to Gervin. 10 points for him.
Well, they're getting stops, and they're attacking on the offensive end.
You know, it's taken a big run, but they were able to get back into this one. Very impressive. No quitting these guys.
And first time out of the game called for New Orleans.
All right, y'all. I'm looking for the loudest section. If you get loud, you get t-shirts. So let's go!
Green's checked in for the Bulls.
Sidney Green.
Three minutes gone now in the third quarter. Paxson against Paul. Down low, it's deflected. West, that's good.
David West really comfortable in this area and just going to work, doing his thing down there.
Bulls trail by 12. And the latest now from our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David, it's all yours. Take it away.
Thank you, Kevin. In 2022, LeBron James joined Michael Jordan as the only NBA players who are also billionaires. But with the growth in player salaries, that's probably going to change. In fact, for those players entering the league now, every every rookie class may contain one or two future billionaires. Good work if you can get it, Kevin.
No kidding, D.A. Thank you. Here's Paxson after Drew Holiday's score.
And maybe that'll trigger them. Impossible not to get pumped up after that.
Yeah, well, you can see the immediate reaction of the guys on the bench. They are pumped up.
And that's what those alley-oops will do for a team. Ignition, switch, ignited.
Now the pass to Mashburn. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
Yeah, and Mashburn, really one of the more versatile guys at that forward position. He can score, rebound, and pass all at a high level.
And guys, let's get your take on the scoring breakdown so far for the Pelicans.
And guys, how about the unselfishness and all about working that ball around, shifting the defense, and just seeking out the best shot.
And, you know, they've done a fantastic job scoring inside as a result, finding plenty of opportunities to cash in near the hoop.
And the first one drops. Randall's checked in for the Pelicans. That one falls, so he hits both of them. Bulls trail by 14. Paxson passes to Jordan. In the corner, Gervin with it. Randall grabs the board. The way, Greg, they're sharing the ball tonight, mesmerizing.
Everyone's getting to touch it, and everyone's contributing.
An incredibly hard guy to guard. Paul has such confidence in his handles. That ball's on the string with him.
Paxson against Paul. Left side, Gervin. Jordan outside. 6 to shoot. Over Holiday. Randall grabs the board.
Well, I like the defense there. Right up in his grill, didn't give him a chance.
West outside. Here's Holiday. And he uses the glass on the layup. Holiday's got 10 points.
Yeah, letting it rip. They're just having fun right now.
Yeah, offensively, they've just been rolling. Impossible to stop.
Timeout called, the Bulls.
Trying to find some answers offensively.
Yeah, and you know, that's going to be the focus of this timeout. They need to come up with a spark to get the offense going.
The Pelicans making a switch here. Chandler's checked in. On defense, the Pelicans. Here's Paxson. Lays it up off the glass. Paxson's got his first points in this one.
Operating inside at close range, Paxson put a nice touch on that inside shot.
Chandler outside. Dishes it to Paul. Lobbed up there for Chandler. Up high to stuff the alley-oop.
the athletic game of Chandler helps tremendously. He's awesome at flying up to complete alley-oops.
Paxson kicks to Jordan. Back to Paxson. Right side, Jordan. Shot clock at 6. Over Holiday. No good on the shot. A bit long that time.
And smothered him on that mid-range attempt.
As a defender, he's going to just be a bothersome, worrisome guy, making you miserable all night, a hand in your face on every jumper. How sweet was that? Honey sweet. Paul with great form.
Pass to Gervin. Carroll controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
You know we talk about it all the time, guys. Those second chance buckets, always the result of that extra effort.
Jordan against Holiday. To the middle. And the dunk by Chandler.
Boy, that is some kind of heads-up basketball from Holiday. He does not sleep on the wide-open man and found him perfect.
Bulls trail by 20. Paxson passes to Jordan. And a wide-open look for Gervin.
It's just been a brutal outing for him. He still hasn't managed to make a shot, and the team is struggling because of it.
Brandon Ingram, he's checked in for New Orleans. Davis comes in for Paul. And the Bulls making a change also. Banks is checked in. New Orleans leading by 20. Here's Davis. That one misses. Outside Banks. Green breaking loose. Banks no good. And so it's Ingram who brings up the ball for New Orleans. It's Davis on the wing. Pass to Randall. Over Jordan. And the Pelicans miss again.
You know, they don't score on that shot, but they're going to be happy with those kinds of possessions.
And Carroll gets it to go.
For 3. And you know, he's really been one of the few bright spots for them, trying to will this team to victory.
Now here's Davis. 14 points for him. Chandler. Chicago grabs the miss. Green's got rebound number 9 now. What an effort here tonight. Banks inside. He's covered by Ingram. The shot by Carroll no good.
And he did everything he could to make that shot as difficult as possible.
And you know what, guys? That will pump him up because he takes a ton of pride in what he does on defense.
And it's blocked by Jordan.
Boy, much respect for the defensive Jordan. I mean, he gives his all on this end of the floor. I mean, fantastic at getting his hands up to block shots.
The shot missing. Chandler with the defensive effort. Davis dishes to Chandler. The second chance effort. Great D that time from Green. Bulls trail by 17. To the paint. Here's Carroll. Randall with the block.
Well, you can't go up weak against Randall. Otherwise, he's going to block.
Holiday against Jordan. Now here is Holiday. He's covered closely. And it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Green. DeMarcus Cousins. He's checked in for Julius Randle. And the Bulls making a change here as well. Bouknight. He's checked in for Jordan. Here's Cousins. Ingram outside. Now Holiday. He kicks to Cousins. Great D that time from Green. Bulls trail by 17. And there's the feed to Carroll. And that's out of bounds. Chicago will retain possession.
And he made the right read on that play, but just couldn't secure the steal.
You know, fellas, 1 second quicker, and that's going the other way.
Charles Oakley. He's checked in for T.